Once upon a time, there was a quiet village nestled in a valley, famous not for its riches, but for its unique tradition. Every spring, the village held a dream-weaving festival. Each villager would craft a lantern, painting it with a dream they hoped to achieve in the coming year. On the final night, they would release them into the sky, creating a breathtaking river of light. In this village lived a young girl named Alara. She was a gifted artist, but her hands were unsteady. A tremor she'd had since birth made every brushstroke a challenge. While others painted grand castles and soaring birds, Alara's dreams on paper were a series of wobbly lines and accidental smudges. Year after year, her lantern was the messiest Z. The one that drew sympathetic glances. The other children didn't mean to be unkind, but their whispers followed her like a shadow. "Poor Alara," they'd say. "Her dreams are as shaky as her hands." Discouraged, Alara started to paint smaller and smaller dreams. A simple flower instead of a garden. A single star instead of a galaxy. It felt safer. If the dream was small, the disappointment of a messy painting wouldn't hurt as much. One year, she almost didn't paint a lantern at all. She told her grandmother, "What's the point? My hands just ruin everything. My dreams will never look beautiful like everyone else's." Her grandmother, a woman whose face was a roadmap of smiles and sorrows, took Alara's trembling hands into her own warm, steady ones. She didn't say the lines were beautiful. She didn't say it didn't matter. Instead, she said, "Alara, you're looking at your hands all wrong. You think they're a weakness, but what if they're your unique signature? What if the world doesn't need another perfectly straight line? What if it needs your dance?" That evening, her grandmother brought out a canvas, not a lantern. She handed Alara a brush, but instead of paint, there were pots of ink mixed with liquid gold. "Forget the lantern," she said. "Don't paint a thing. Just let your hands dance. Let them tell the story they want to tell." Hesitantly, Alara dipped the brush. She closed her eyes and let her hand move. It shook. It trembled. It danced across the canvas. There was no plan, no dream to capture. There was only the movement. The chaotic, unpredictable, and utterly honest motion of her hand. When she opened her eyes, she was stunned. The canvas wasn't a mess. It was a whirlwind of motion. The shaky lines, now traced in shimmering gold, looked like bolts of lightning, like the rings of a 100-year-old tree, like the chaotic beauty of a storm at sea. It wasn't perfect. It was alive. For the first time, Alara saw what her grandmother saw. Her tremor wasn't a flaw. It was a rhythm. Her unsteadiness wasn't a mistake. It was a unique pattern that no one else could replicate. That night, she didn't paint a small, safe dream. She chose the biggest lantern she could find and let her hand dance all over it with the golden ink. She painted the wind. She painted a symphony. She painted the feeling of courage. At the festival, her lantern was unlike any other. It wasn't a picture of a thing. It was the picture of a feeling. The golden lines pulsed and vibrated in the lantern's glow. When she released it, it didn't just float. It seemed to dance its way into the river of light, a maverick among the steady flames. People didn't whisper "Poor Alara" anymore. They stared in awe. "What is it?" a child asked her. Alara smiled, her heart full. "It's my dream," she said. "It's the dream of accepting who I am." From that day on, Alara became the village's most celebrated artist. People didn't come to her for perfect portraits. They came to her for her porcelains. They asked her to paint the feeling of joy after a long winter, the ache of a goodbye, the thrill of a new beginning. Her unsteady hands gave emotion a form that perfection never could. She taught the village children that you don't have to erase your imperfections. You can trace them in gold. You can let them be the most beautiful, most honest part of your story. Her art became a testament to a powerful truth. The things we see as our greatest weaknesses, the parts of us we try to hide, often hold our most unique strengths. They are not flaws in our design, they are the signature of our soul. The world doesn't need more copies. It needs your original, one-of-a-kind, authentic self. Whatever your tremor, is your fear, your past, your perceived flaw, don't hide it. Don't fight it. Let it dance. Let it guide your hand. You might just discover that your greatest weakness is the brush you will use to paint your masterpiece. Thank you for listening.
And if you enjoyed this story, please subscribe so we can bring you more of such stories of empowerment.